Hello everyone, this is Deathproof and we're gonna play Marvel Future Fight. So in today's video guys, we're gonna showcase some more Alliance Battle Extreme, and in today's video it's a combat supervillain with silence. The only combat supervillain with silence in the game, it's Apocalypse, and I feel like I'm forgetting the Obsidian, but I'm not sure if he's having a silence in his kit. But as an awakened character, I guess he's not that good in ABX. So let's see his kit here. I think there is no silence also. So Apocalypse is still the best character in the game for this day, because you don't. Here is the fracture and paralysis and ignore dodge and all this stuff, except something like silence. So Apocalypse it's the best generally because he's having the silence, but there's another characters like Carnage and Namor that they are closing damage and they are newer than Apocalypse. So it's kind of weird that in this state of game, like 3 years before after Apocalypse came into the game, I think it was basically 2 years. It's like 2 years before when Apocalypse came into the new uniform, and all of his skills got like the burn. Here's the silence. He got the burn. He got the paralysis in his kit, and his tier 3 skill. I've got him like stage 12, power of overdrive, CTP of raids. Judgment could be better sometimes, and all of his skills, as you can see, it's elemental, mind damage, except this one. But and he got like 4, 5, 6 audience blessing on his kit. He's rocking 52,000 energy attack, and he is like a proper build for ABX. My mr.Fantastic, from the other hand, he got 45 physical attack, 45,000 physical attack, and he's rocking like 3, 4, 3 like audience blessing. His stats look like that. He's missing some critical rate, but he's getting it from some skills here. I think from the 4th skill. No, 4th skill, 5th skill, no, 5th skill. Oh, he is missing some critical, I guess. So I could use him. I'm gonna use him first with this striker here for the critical rate. So he gonna go from 69 to 74. It's like his cap. So let's start with him, and we're gonna ignore totally the cancelling of the roars. We're gonna go for straight DPS. I think the best possible rotation for him is 3 cancel, 4 cancel, delay cancel 5, and we're gonna test him right now. And for the 4, you're waiting his hands to go into the ground, and I'm letting the 5th skill place until the end. I feel it's the proper thing to do, and I want to have the 3rd skill also before I do the tier 3, because the 3rd skill is giving you buffs, and the tier 3 is the accumulation effect from the only accumulation effect you got from your damage. So to pop up your damage, you need to do some skills after you do your tier 3. And here, let's go for it. Yes, the raw damage of the tier 3 seems decent, and it's like 5000k. Seems nice. Let's go for it. And yes, it's oh no, I get my tier 3 cancelled there. Oh, so sad, my bad. And 2 million in the first row. Seems nice, I guess, for not cancelling. And I've got the CTP of raids here. Let's try to pop up our damage with the tier 3, but no, I didn't do it so much. The beast got the shield now, so the damage are less than before, but still, I mean, I could I think perhaps if I cancel faster the 3rd skill, the 5th skill and the 3rd skill, and I'm not sure. I built him because I really like Reed and I really like the stretch thing he's good doing for all of his skills and all the attitude of Maker from the run of Venom. I read it, the Venom with Null, you know, the latest comic run. But in the game, I don't feel like he is serving the purpose for Alliance Battle Extreme, at least for Silence season. If you can't do the silence, you can see the damage is going down seriously. So 4.5 for just before the roar doesn't seem that good. So let's go for it. And yes, I'm gonna cancel the fifth skill into the tier 3 here just to see if no, it's still 500,000 K, so it's not that big of a deal. The 50, yeah, it's like 15 seconds left, and I am only 5 million only. I mean, I could do some mistakes here for the rotation, but I don't feel like it's the real deal. 5.5 for mr.Fantastic Maker uniform without doing any silence in today's. So let's go and try some Apocalypse solo as we did for Maker, and let's see if, how much damage he is doing at solo, and after that we're gonna try like swapping them between them, like tag team, building the tier 3 for the one, building the tier 3 for the other, and go and pump up the damage there. And here we're gonna start with Apocalypse. His rotation is pretty tight, you need to do it perfect. You're doing 4, cancel 5, you're waiting a bit to cancel, and before I'm always doing the third skill. But you don't want to break the rotation, and for the tier 3 you want his hand to go down to cancel the skill, or else you're losing a lot of damage. And for the fifth skill, a lot of people saying that you should wait on it and don't cancel it that fast, but I feel like the damage is the same. I mean, I'm not sure, I'm not that pro about it, but I'm sure that if you're having steady rotation and doing the 4 cancel 5, tier 3 seems better. And the tier 3, it's on the edge for the roar there. I did a fifth skill by mistake there. I should wait and not break my rotation, so I'm gonna skip the fifth skill for now and wait for the fourth to be ready and do it together, because the combo damage it's way more than doing skill by skill. And you can see here my damage with Apocalypse looks already better than mr.Fantastic. You can say from the timers and the numbers of the score in the top left, and I'm already almost 4 million, and before I ended up 5.5, so there's no way in the middle. I'm in the middle of the fight, so there's no way I'm not gonna do like more damage here. And let's see the tier 3 coming. Oh, I canceled the fifth skill too soon. I lost the fifth skill there, my bad. 4.6, it's decent at the moment. And let's go for the fifth skill, and let's go for the tier 3. And you need to always save your fourth skill for the roar, guys, because the silence, it's something that happens instant, but you need to have it. And you can see the cooldown, it's pretty big. I mean, 7 seconds. You have to manage to have the skill all the times. You need to be careful, and don't spend your fifth skill without the fourth skill. The difference between the damage you're doing with or without the fourth skill before the fifth skill, it's pretty big. I'm not sure why, but I feels like it's a huge difference. And here I'm off the proc, but the proc is gonna come now. Yes, I was waiting for it, and I already did a new record. As you can see, it's 7 million, and My apocalypse it's not stopping yet, and you can see 7.3, 7 point, and I mean most of the people is doing more damage than me. 7.4 seems nice, but I've seen like 8 million, 9 million with apocalypse. Okay, my account it's not that good, but perhaps I'm doing something wrong. And here we're gonna try to do it with both of them, trying to burst some damage with mr.Fantastic, swap into apocalypse for the silence, etc, etc. And let's go for it. Some damage here, and ending up in my 5th skill. And yes, and let's cancel everything into the tier 3. And no, it wasn't on the proc there. I missed the proc totally. And yes, my 5th skill did almost the same damage as my tier 3 there because of my bad timing. And let's try another tier 3 with the proc here. No, again 300k instead of 500. Seems that I did something mistake there, and I'm not that far away from apocalypse at the moment. I feel like I fixed some rotation problems I had. I'm gonna save my tier 3 here, and I'm gonna swap into apocalypse just to try to be closer to the beast and not having a lot of trouble canceling. And yes, 2 seconds before I can swap into him, and let's try. Yes, I pop up the tier 3 after I saw the CTP of Rage popping up, but no, my damage it's not that big of a deal. Why, Maker? I want him to make him work, but of course of silent season perhaps it's his flaw, and he can't do that big of a deal of damage. But seems like I'm in the half and 3.5 almost, so I'm close to 7 million at the moment, I guess. Oh, I have to swap into apocalypse, and let's try 4, cancel 5, and a tier 3 into his face. And yes, 3 seconds before I could cancel into mr.Fantastic, and I'm canceling into him. And yes, here is the proc on me. I have the buffs, and 400k. 400k. It's not that big of a tier 3, but my boy Maker, mr.Fantastic, could make it at the end, I guess. I'm almost 5 million. Yes, the score is better without canceling. It's better with canceling instead of without canceling. Of course, that everyone should know that. But at the moment, I'm trying. I'm really giving some time to my boy Maker before I unequip again CTP of Rage. Because I feel like Apocalypse it's always better than every character in the game it's coming. Even if it's a brand new tier 3, a brand new nature tier 3 or whatever, he's always behind. He's always behind. He's always in front of them. I mean, Apocalypse. He's always doing like 6.6 with Maker helping. With Apocalypse helping Maker, it's pretty sad score, guys. I guess I could work it. I could work the rotation more, but I don't feel like I could do way more damage there. Maker, it's not for silent season for sure. He's good, but he's in the same level with Apocalypse. As you saw, I mean, if I played perfectly, I could do like 7.4 also, I guess. But what's the point having 2 characters for this day if one, like Apocalypse, can completely do more damage than Carnage, than Namor, than mr.Fantastic. He is the meta. He is the meta for sure. And I hope I help you decide if you want to build him or do his epic quest and go for more and give him more. But I feel like I love him. I love Maker. I really like Reed, but I don't feel he can't follow. He can't follow at the moment the meta in ABX, at least for silent season. We could find out more with the other seasons. You know, here there is a burn effect, there is a paralyze effect somewhere. So we're gonna find out in the next season. At the moment, Apocalypse it's the best case scenario for combat villain day. I know, he's 2 years old, but what we're gonna do? He is the best. Thank you for being here, guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye to everyone.